JT Adamson wrote in and said, great podcast. Y'all are insightful. Now, I believe JT is from Canada. So,
y'all?
I think but he's like a
farmer. He's a farmer guy. He's the one
Yeah.
that shovels the horse manure and listens to our podcast.
Yeah, thanks,
Which is
JT.
a metaphor for what we do.
He says, y'all are funny. However, my cell phone inadvertently made it a little bit funnier this week. The video explains. And then he posted this video on YouTube, and I'm going to play it. You can watch the video if you're watching the video. And if you're listening to the audio, you'll hear the audio, which pretty much covers it anyway. Anyway, this is what he put together.
Here's something weird that really happened. I listen to the Phil Vischer Podcast every week in the car or when I'm shoveling horse poop. What's the Phil Vischer Podcast? It's a witty, fun 45 minutes or so around the table covering pop culture, media, theology, and how to be a thoughtful Christian and play the ukulele.
Hey, it's a podcast. What do you know? Hey, it's a podcast. And we got video. Hey, it's a podcast. So lend an ear. The Phil Vischer Podcast starts right here.
Most of the time, it's fashionista and actress Christian Taylor, author, speaker, pastor, and guy with a hippie name but not a hippie haircut, Skye, and of course, Phil Vischer, creator of VeggieTales and the voice of Bob the Tomato, Paul Grape, Mr. Lunt, Jimmy Gord, Mr. Nezer, may he rest in peace, and my favorite, Archibald Asparagus, and about a million other voices. So, this week, I'm listening on my drive home from work. Given the topic, I sense that Phil is heading toward mentioning something that happened to Joshua in the Old Testament, and I think, here comes one of my favorite Archibald Asparagus lines. This might happen.
Are you on our side or are you on their side? Mm-hmm. And you expect him to say,
I come with directions from the Lord. Great.
But no, stranger things were in store. You see, if I get a phone call, it interrupts the podcast. If my daughter calls, it rings a veggie ringtone. So this actually happened.
In the story of Joshua, when the angel of the Lord, the head of the Lord's army, appears to him, and Joshua says,
oh, where is my cell phone? Oh, where is my cell phone? Oh, where, 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 oh, where is my cell phone?
While we're on the subject, you need to start listening to the Phil Vischer Podcast. Find it on iTunes or at philvischer.com.
That was really well done.
So incredibly creative.
Hey, JT Adamson can do more than shovel poop.
He sure
Yes,
can.
he can.
So, JT, thank you very much.
Thank you.